What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Marvel Debate. I'm your co-host, Josh Maney.
And I'm your other co-host, Darren Badmouth Beasley, and today we're going to talk about Iron Man versus Quicksilver.
Yes.
Yeah. That squeaky-ass chair. What's going on with that squeaky-ass chair?
You don't like it? I think it adds effect.
Effect. Yeah. That the audience can't hear.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I'll just add it in.
Yeah.
Whatever noise I want.
Add the squeak later. Yeah.
But we're talking about Quicksilver versus Iron Man. I'm leaning towards Quicksilver, and I don't... Who are you leaning towards?
I want to say Iron Man, but I could be wrong.
So let's... Okay, so we started this before and found out the audio wasn't recording. But basically where we got up to is... Darren, you say what you were
Okay,
saying.
so you're
I was saying he
that-
was very fast, and I'm not sure what Iron Man could do.
Yeah. And I was saying, well, what happens if Iron Man just takes off?
Right.
Starts flying immediately. What is it? What you're a Quicksilver. What are you going to do?
I think nothing. I don't see him being able... Yeah, I don't know what he would do. He has to get him before he takes off.
What does that mean? What does get him before he takes off? What does that mean?
Well, when
Hug
he
him?
goes to take off, he has a lot of... As soon as he starts going, he has a lot of time.
Yeah.
And I think, he can do things to damage his suit. He's got so much time. He can run somewhere, grab something, run back. But he has to... Now I'm doubting it because now he has to... He can make the time frame longer, right? When Tony Stark goes to take off.
Yep.
Obviously. So as soon as he goes to take off, you got to start going, and now you have a long period of time.
Yep.
But if that doesn't happen, if that specific thing doesn't happen and Tony Stark gets into the air, I don't know what Quicksilver's doing.
But okay. But what is he? I'm just
What
asking
does he do in
Yeah.
that time frame?
Convince me, Josh. What is he going to do to stop Iron Man from flying up? He's flying up, and he's in slow motion while he's flying up. Quicksilver has time. What is he going to do to stop him from getting up?
I think he can damage his suit.
Okay, how?
Well, the impact from his hits are a lot more when he's fast.
Yep.
So I think doing that rapidly a lot of times is going to start to mess up that suit that he has in Age of Ultron.
Okay, we're going off that suit.
Yeah, because that's when I would figure
Not
that
the
he
nano
would-
suit.
Right, because Quicksilver's dead. I'm thinking
okay.
about when Quicksilver comes up in the MCU, that would be the time. I mean, you give him
Sure.
the nano suit, then no.
Okay.
I don't think he's doing anything. So having that suit of the time frame that Quicksilver was there, and if they fought, that's what I think you could do to the suit. But man, now I'm not so sure if he's gonna get it in that time frame, because I think out of 10 times, Iron Man's gonna get up before Quicksilver's able to give him that time frame.
But I'm saying
And in that time frame,
what
the only thing, it depends on his environment,
it does.
what he's around, because he can bring things like, I mean, it would be cheating to say, oh, they're in a military environment. He goes and gets weapons,
A
like
missile.
a bomb, brings it back, or something crazy like that. But he would have to rapidly try to damage the suit. I think that's one way.
Yeah, so what? Are you thinking Kung Lao punches?
After a while, I think he can give himself enough time, and with the impact that it creates of being that fast, that
Wouldn't
he
it
would
propel Iron Man? If you uppercutted him into oblivion, if you punched the shit out of Iron Man, is he going to go flying?
So if he uppercuts him, yeah.
But
he
if
would
he,
have to do dead on and-
if he does a little, isn't he going to go flying some way? If you're hitting Iron Man so hard that it's damaging his suit to the point that he can't fly,
it would probably send him flinging,
and then he's going to
which
start
would
flying.
also be no, because I think Quicksilver's still that fast. Hit him, run over to him in the other spot that he's being hit to, hit him
No.
again. That would do a lot of damage to the suit. And if he gets that helmet off, which is not impossible with that suit, he can go ham on his face. And he's done. You know what I mean?
True.
But I think that's the one way. But I don't think out of 10 times he's getting that opportunity every time. But that is definitely one of them.
Okay, here's the
As
thing.
soon as you said fly up, because if he gets in the air, I can't give it to Quicksilver. If Iron Man's in the air, I just can't.
Here's the thing. If I don't think Quicksilver is going to stop him from getting into the air. And the reason why I say that, unless he takes a metal pole, and just impales Iron Man, just runs at him with it and just shoves it through his entire
You don't think he's
body.
fast enough?
No, it's not that he's not fast enough. I don't think he has enough offense to do anything to stop him from flying. Like I think he's just. I don't think punching Iron Man's suit. I know it's harder when he's running,
Mm-hmm.
but we've seen him punch Captain America, run straight up to him, and just give him a good slugger, and he was relatively okay. I mean, we even when in the beginning of that Avengers 2, and Captain America's flipping, like he's literally he's just like getting knocked around like a little bitch. He's relatively okay. So I don't
Well,
see.
I would say he's probably pulling his punches on actual. Because didn't no, well, that's a different Quicksilver. That doesn't count. I can't use that.
No, and I don't. Why would he pull his punches on Captain America?
To not like explode his like make his head explode because he knows he's hitting just a regular man's chin.
Why does he care about him? Why is he pulling his punches?
Because they're
on him?
not that evil to actually kill.
Why not? What do you mean?
In Age of Ultron?
Yeah, the beginning. They possessed Hulk and sent him on a rampage through the city to kill Iron Man. How is that not?
Damn. I feel like you don't come back from that. Being that.
Sinister. I mean,
Yeah.
they're not good guys.
I don't
in the
want to
beginning.
think that. I just don't want to think that Quicksilver would actually try to make his head explode if he could.
Well, okay, think about this. In the same movie, towards the end, he's running through and he's destroying these bots, right? Now, we know the bots aren't as durable as Iron Man,
Right,
or
obviously
probably not as durable
No,
as...
it's a good point. I see where you're going with that.
Yeah. So I'm just saying I don't think Quicksilver has the strength to damage Iron Man to the point of him not being able to take off.
So with that being said, yeah, I can't dispute that at all. I really can't. With that being said, what is Iron Man doing to Quicksilver?
That's a good question. Let's say he takes off
That's
in the
what
air.
makes it so hard.
Yeah. Let's say he takes off in the air. What is he going to do? How's he going to shoot him?
He's not. So how does this even end?
How does it end? It probably ends with Iron Man running out of energy after a while and Quicksilver just snapping his neck as soon as he gets out of the suit or something like that. I can't see Iron Man.
I don't
Iron
have
Man has
anything
no
for Iron Man.
Iron Man has no offense. He doesn't. He has no offense. Nothing. He can't shoot him. He can't hit him with a missile. He can't hit him with a laser.
Right.
He can't hit him with anything. He can't hit him with a chest beam. He can't do anything. Nothing.
He would have to,
He'd have to trick him.
if he can do it. He would have to start analyzing the patterns in which he's running and try to shoot
Ahead
maybe
of time.
This is a long shot. Yeah, but like ahead of time. Like maybe he can do that with the suit. Like have the suit calculate it. Like okay, at this speed, run it. If I hit over here, he's over here, and try to do that a lot. Because also, Quicksilver's gonna be relatively close to him a lot if he's trying to attack Iron Man because he can't do anything from far.
Mhm.
So it gives you like this range of around you. I would imagine at some point you might not get it the first time, but if he can try to figure out
Okay,
the
but
pattern.
But the problem
If one
is,
of those hit him, then
the
Quicksilver's
the
dead.
problem with that thinking is it's almost like you're assuming Quicksilver isn't seeing it coming, which he is. That's why he's going. That's why he can run as fast as he can. You're like,
You think
all
he
right,
knows that Tony Stark
of
can do
course.
something like that?
He's gonna not even that. He's gonna see him go do that. Like he's gonna okay. So you're
He's
seeing
going
this man
so fast that
Yeah.
his
like you're seeing this dude. You're seeing Iron Man in a suit, super slow doing things, right?
Uh-huh.
Super slow. That's why you're making the moves you are. There is no pattern. The pattern is against what you're doing. So, oh, I see him running around, so I'm going to shoot a random laser and he'll probably run into it. It's like, why would he run into it? He sees you shoot and he sees the laser coming
Right.
down and
he's
goes, all
gonna have
right.
plenty of time.
He's got plenty of time. He's not going to run
Well, then
into
there's
anything.
nothing Iron Man can do.
I don't think there is anything. But, okay, well, here's the thing. He's going to have to trick Quicksilver. The only time, what took him out of commission, and you know what? They are really good for writing this in the movie because it's hard to get rid of a quick running character like the Flash or Quicksilver in a believable manner. It's hard to get rid of them in a scene because they're so powerful. It's like, what are you going to
They
do
did
to
it in
him?
a perfect way.
They did it in a perfect way with the hammer.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand that, so he grabs it, thinks he's going to use it, and it pulls him, and it takes him out of the speed, and now he's going to
So
eat
what's Tony
shit.
gonna do something to trick him on that level that would be able? Because Thor's hammer is like, of course he wasn't gonna get it.
course
But
he wasn't
how
gonna
could
get
he
it.
possibly trick Quicksilver into doing anything like that to anything?
I don't know all of Iron Man's weapons. Not all of them. I have a good amount of them in my head of his capabilities.
Because if he shoots something out, Quicksilver's probably not going to try to grab it. He only tried to grab Thor's hammer because it looked like a hammer and something he could grab. You know what I mean? Like he could, if he had prep time, maybe
Oh,
design something that would blow up and make him.
I know. I know what he's going to do. He's going to put mines. He's going to put mines down. That's what he's going to do. Put mines in the ground. I guarantee you, Iron Man has little, those things that he was shooting off in Iron Man 1?
Right. He's going to do that fast enough to cover all around him.
Not all around him, but enough. Enough to the point. If he gets one mine in the ground and Quicksilver doesn't see it, just one little explosive, it could be that
Quicksilver's
big.
so fast, though, that he's going to seem like, okay, they're landing slowly. Let me go around him to the other side.
Yeah, but not if he does it in a way that Quicksilver's not paying attention.
How so?
If he stays on the ground. If he stays on the ground and Quicksilver's fighting him, right? Sort of kicking his ass, right? And Iron Man is dispensing mines. I mean, you're punching him. You're punching him super fast, right? Whatever it is that you're doing.
Like it gets let go from behind.
It gets let go from behind. It gets shot out somewhere. He dispenses it from maybe his back. Maybe he's got something that come out from his shoulder from the side and it comes out.
It has to be small enough that he wouldn't notice, because obviously anything else he would shoot out.
Even
And
but
that's it. Then
that's
it. That's the only thing.
And here's another thing. Here's another thing too. If things come out of his shoulders and he starts to shoot things onto the ground, and Quicksilver doesn't like that, and he goes, "No, I don't want him to," and he goes to grab one, that's gonna explode. You see what I'm
Think
saying?
he's dumb enough to grab one?
No. But I'm saying his countermeasure. Someone could just be like, "Oh, well, if he sees him shooting something out, he's just gonna go get rid of it." It's like, well, he's not gonna get rid of it. You shouldn't touch it.
Right. Yeah.
Shouldn't be anywhere close
And I don't
to
think
it.
he would.
I wouldn't think he would. But Josh, he might, because he's thinking it might be a missile. Like if I shoot a missile out at you and you're super fast, if there's a shitload of them, it's like, oh, like bullets. Oh, I can just kind of move it. But what if it's not actually a missile? It's actually a mine. It's actually a proximity mine. It's actually going to explode when you touch it, right? If you shoot a missile at me, I can move it from the side and get it out of my way and then run around.
It's weird. Like, I don't know if he would be dumb enough to do that, because, like, I don't think I would do that. Like, going against Iron Man, if he's shooting anything at him, like, I'm not touching
anything.
I'm not touching anything that's shooting at you. Like,
Right.
I don't know what the hell that thing's going to do.
Yeah, but let's say he doesn't do that and it goes to where it's supposed to go. It goes in the ground. Now you've just littered the floor with mines. So now if you run away and you run anywhere near those mines and they blow up, then you're just GG.
Yeah, he's done. He has no type of armor.
But this is I'm sort of inferring that Iron Man has mines. I've never seen him deploy mines. Someone's calling for a dog out there. I've never seen him deploy mines.
Me neither. It's not many. I think that's the only thing he can really do.
Or
But
unless
that's one. I don't got anything for.
Yeah, he's not going to get his hands on him.
I feel like they each got one thing that they can do to each other. So, like, out of 10 times, who do.
What is Quicksilver going to do to him?
Well, we're saying if he knocks him around long enough and we think that he can get his mask off at some point, that's it. As soon as the mask is off. And I think he would be able to
But
do
here's the
that
thing,
one out of those times.
Yeah, maybe one out of those times. But here's the thing. I probably have to lean more towards Iron Man because I feel like... Oh, but no, I can't, though, because I don't know what Iron Man's going to do to him. Oh, except in the mines, if that works. That's a big if. If Iron Man... Yeah, I think Iron Man, the only thing he could do is the mines. And that I'm pulling mines out of my ass. I don't know if he's got mines.
That's why I can only give, like... I can't give many of those to Tony Stark. Like, I think that's totally... But that's why I feel like it's just 1-to-1. Like, if we're talking out of 10, I got one... And one for each. I can't... Like, I don't feel confident giving Tony Stark more than one of those. Because I've never seen him use mines like that.
But you know what? They got rid of Quicksilver. They took him out. Ultron did. Shot him. You know what I mean? Straight up, just shot him, killed him.
Because he wasn't paying attention, though.
Exactly. Exactly.
But if it's a death fight, he's focusing on one person.
What if he doesn't, though?
Why wouldn't he?
If you do something else in the environment.
Well, then I guess we got to talk about like what's leading up to this.
Let's say they're fighting at a farm.
Because if they're like, all right, fight. Like,
if they're on the
why is
grassy
Quicksilver
field,
going to look at anything else?
If
like,
they're in a grassy field, he's not going to look at anything else, right? If they're a baseball field. What are you going to do?
Well, even in an environment. Well,
if you
so
look
what
at a
kind
farm,
of environment?
you got a farm. It's got a big silo in it, right? Most farms have silos, barns, things like that. You blow the silo down, the silo's going to fall on him, right? So he's got to get out of the way of the silo.
I think as soon as that fight starts, Quicksilver's going to start running. And
yeah, sure. But as soon as the fight starts, Iron Man could start lasering down that silo. You know what I mean? He could.
And then Quicksilver's. It's just.
It's not going fast enough.
Yeah, he's just going to look. I don't think that's enough. He's going to look real quick, look back like. There's nothing Iron Man can do to the environment that's going to distract Quicksilver long enough at the speed he's going.
Yeah, maybe not.
He's too he can look at anything real quick like, okay, that's coming. Let me continue. Because we're giving it to Iron Man after, like, it's probably going to be a little bit.
Yeah.
That he actually ends up doing that. So unless he can no, not I can't picture a distraction that's going to distract Quicksilver like that. I really can't.
What if there's something... I would imagine he's on top of Iron Man.
Uh-huh.
Right? And Iron Man shoots something, and obviously Quicksilver dodges it. But that something he shot blows up behind Quicksilver. And now Quicksilver has to get out of the way of the debris. Iron Man can tank the debris.
So if he's on top of him.
Iron Man can tank
shoots
debris.
Behind him.
I go to shoot something.
But that would Quicksilver can leave.
Yeah, but
if
while
debris, it's so slow to him, he can just leave.
Yeah, but what if? Okay. What if they're fighting in some sort of barn, or they're fighting in some sort of hazardous environment, potentially hazardous environment to a normal person, because Quicksilver doesn't have any armor. He can't take debris like Iron Man can. Some wood is not going to do anything, right? He's on top of Iron Man, or he's beating Iron Man, whatever, and he goes to shoot something from his chest. Now, that's not something you can swat away. It's something you have to dodge out of the way.
Right.
Because he's going to see
it start to open or do whatever.
It's probably going to light up before it fires.
Yeah.
And then even then,
just move.
It's going to come out pretty slow anyway. So he's going to move out of the way. When he's moving out of the way, whatever that beam hits is going to cause some sort of debris.
Okay.
That puts a time limit on Quicksilver as to how long he can stay in that area.
He can leave.
Yeah. Exactly. But if he leaves, and let's say you have missiles waiting outside, let's say you had the mines, let's say you had something else going around the proximity, and if you do leave, it's at your peril, right?
So he would have to set those mines up fast enough
prior,
and do.
Iron Man's gonna have to eat shit.
That's kind of harsh shit.
Well, here's the thing, Iron Man's gonna have to eat shit. There's no other way about it.
It has to be going long enough. So he set up this trap outside the barn house, and he's eventually hoping that you end up in the barn, and then that happens, and it's going to be over a long fucking period of time. And then he creates debris. Quicksilver's like, oh, so that's a lot of plotting.
But I think Tony Stark would do it.
Really? I feel like that's a reach.
Okay, here's my thing.
Depends how long they're going, because, again, like, in Quicksilver's time, it's very long. In Iron Man's time, it's very quick. It's going by a lot faster than Quicksilver's think time.
Yeah, but okay, here's my thing. Iron Man has a long time. Iron Man has a long time before shit gets really south for him. Like, I don't see Quicksilver with his bare fists killing him in a short period of time, especially if he flies. If he's in the air flying, he's gonna think.
Yeah, okay. So if he gets in the air,
he's going to get into the air.
Then he has more time. At that point, he will have more time than Quicksilver.
Right, of course.
Okay. That goes right back to if he goes up in the air.
All right, and I'm saying I'm confident that he's going to get in the air. I'm very, 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 very confident. 1 out of 10 times he doesn't. 9 out of 10 times I say he gets into the air. He gets into the air and he formulates a trap. He formulates a trap, a running trap, a speed trap. So because he knows he's not going to be able to hit him directly. He knows that. So he's going to have to distract him, and he's going to have to hit him from the side with something. And I think Iron Man could figure that out. I really do. I think Iron Man's going to figure that out. I'd give it to Iron Man 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10.
Mm-hmm. I think Iron Man's going to take off, set a trap, get in, get his ass beat deliberately, part of the trap, cause some sort of distraction, cause some sort of debris, some sort of explosion, forcing Quicksilver to retreat. He can take it because he's got the armor, and then he's going to run out into whatever it is that he set down.
Yeah, I guess I would have to lean towards Iron Man because I only got that one thing for Quicksilver.
And it's the same thing. I know what that is. I understand that too.
I can't believe you. I can't believe you thought of a way for Iron Man to get Quicksilver like that. Because it's damn near impossible. It may be one of the biggest challenges on Iron Man's mind in his whole Iron Man career. You figure that out quickly.
But if he's flying, Josh, he has time. It's not that quick. He has time. Dude, you're on the ground. I have a lot of time to think. Tony Stark, you give Tony Stark 40 seconds, it's a lot of time.
Yeah.
He's going to think. He's going to get it. I think.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. How long we in?
22 minutes.
Yeah, I ain't got shit. Yeah, no. Iron Man would get that.
Unless again, like what you said,
but
the environment matters.
In the Marvel debate where we do out of 10 times. There's that one. It's not impossible.
It's not impossible.
It's weird because it's like I can give it to Tony more times than I can give it to Quicksilver, and yet I still think it would be one of the hardest things Tony Stark has ever done.
Probably.
Really having to think about it, like, how am I gonna do this? Yeah, if he gets in the air, it's Quicksilver can't do anything to him when he's in the air.
No, unless you're
Trying
talking
to throw things at him, like.
But he's got normal human strength, relatively.
Right.
Relatively.
Yeah.
Unless he grabs an object, it matters on the environment.
What objects are he gonna grab though?
If they're at a farm tools, shears, chainsaw. You're not gonna activate a chainsaw then chainsaw through Iron Man. But I'm saying, like, if you grab
he's
shears,
fast enough.
He's fast enough to shove something sharp completely through him.
Yeah, the environment is a big factor in Quicksilver's whole
But
strategy.
Quicksilver doesn't think
like that on that level.
I mean, okay, he's gonna think like an average guy. Let's just say, right? Like you and I are gonna think, oh, maybe I should grab a weapon. But by the time you think that, he'll already be in the air. So unless you throw something, I know he's not a Olympic javelin thrower. He's not going to be able to hit Iron Man hard enough with a thrown object to pierce him.
Yeah, Iron Man.
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. No, no. 9 out of 10.
You think so?
I don't. Depending on the environment.
Depending on the environment.
If there's nothing, okay, so maybe 9 out of 10 is too generous, but I think it's more than 6 out of 10.
You think so?
Yeah, I think there's a lower % chance that Quicksilver's in an environment where he has
an object at his
disposal to mess up Tony Stark.
And then thinks to use it before he takes off.
Yeah, I can't give.
Oh, it's probably an 8 out of 10.
Yeah,
then.
Yeah. I think more, maybe 8, maybe even 7 if I want to be polite. I just feel like it's got to be more than 6.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe 7 out of 10.
Tony, I'm sorry I doubted you. Guess I'm not a true Tony Stark fan. Well, that's what we think. That's what I think now of Quicksilver versus Iron Man. Drop down in the comment section. Let us know who you think would win. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, and until next time.
Peace out.